Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to do a very quick video to show you the two organizers that I got from Amazon with my recent free-ish gift card. But I also wanted to show you, if you saw my last video with the pockets, I had actually made three off screen afterwards because I just couldn't stop. So I just want to do a quick show of what these ended up looking like. This was another one of from the World of Color book. Thought this was very cool. Stickers, those kind of washi stickers, and again you use the sheets of paper, the invoice toppers with the circles, so I thought this one came out very cool. There's another sticker from that same box. And then this one was using the Kathy Holden, or why say Kathy Holden? Elizabeth Holden pages. And since it was July, I put strawberries on there. Pancakes is fun for the summer. And then again, the label kind of has that pinkish tone for the strawberries, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then another one of the font book pages. I used this, I'm not sure, it's probably like a safe combination or something, but I thought the letters were cool with that. Comic book was kind of fun, and the thing. So, and there's a piece of washi tape down there. All right, so those were the three pockets that I created for the last video. So now I'm going to show the two organizers that I got through Amazon. The first one, I'm going to do a video of what I got, and then I will show the befores of the second one and the stuff that ends up going into it. So stay tuned for that. So the first item I got is this 3-drawer organizer with a stand on the top. It was listed as a makeup organizer mostly, and it did say Will Fit Crafts, but it was mostly touted as a makeup organizer. And I thought, well, this could be cool to hold some stuff. So it, like I said, it has 3 drawers. I have put my clear blocks in the bottom drawer, and I have put some other tools in the middle drawer. Some of my little punches, my tiny stapler, and then in this top drawer, I just put some pins, my alcohol ink, some brushes, nothing exciting. All right, so on the top, I've got my, like I said, my basic inks. They're mostly the tie-dyes, tea-dyes, vintage photo, frayed burlap, just a really basic black, shadow gray, and then just a couple other small ephemera kind of things that didn't fit very well in some things. Glue, scissors, my eraser, that. So get that moved out of the way a little bit. There we go. So overall, I mean, it's not the greatest. Like I said, I do need 2 hands to usually open the drawers. That's why I had a hammer. I can't open it with one, but we're going to see how it goes. But my main thought is to look in other areas to see what you can find for organization, because it might not list as crafts, like this one was listed as for makeup, and you could find something to put some things in. So it is holding quite a few things that I had kind of randomly all over the place, stuff that I don't use too often, but now I know where to find it. Okay, so here is my ephemera beforehand. I had it in shoe boxes and plastic containers and just kind of all over the place. They were kind of sorted by size, but not really by style or anything like that, so I had to really go through everything to find it. In the background, you'll see my new display organizer. It's a 36 slot. They call it a phone organizer. A lot of schools, they tout it for schools, so that the kids will put their cell phone in there and not use it during classes. So I decided, I thought this might be a good idea to try to use to put my ephemera in it. So we'll show how that goes. So this is how the cabinet that you saw in the video came. I'm filming this obviously before I do the description of how well it went. And I just wanted to show you how it came, since you can't really tell from a completed item. So it comes with instructions that are in, of course, different language, which would be great for ephemera, for a junk journal. It does show instructions for 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60 slot ones. I got the 36, so I will follow that, I guess. They come flat, obviously prepackaged in that, and they also come with these little O-ring things. And I noticed, get this out of the way because I'm sure it's pretty glary, that the ends have a bit of a divot where those O-rings can go to lock them in place. So pretty sturdy, it seems like. I'm sure I could crack it if I wanted to, but once it's together, I'm hoping it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to be careful when I'm putting it together not to force it for that, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad for what it is. So I am going to put it together and cross my fingers. All right, here is the final one, the phone stand. Look at how nice those soldiers look, all in a row. I love them, just beautiful rows of soldiers. So this first row has blanks, all my blanks that I made, the comic book boards and the coffee type boards, and then also has, sorry, I hope I don't make you dizzy, it also has the invoice kind of things that I've been using for stuff, as well as guest checks and etc. So the second row starts with also some more of the blanks, and then starting back here, there are blanks, but they are more made up. Like this should be actually more forward, those are blanks. They're actually pockets and things like that going in there. That should go over there. Those are belly bands. Okay, and then the third row is completed items, ready to go. So in the beginning, like I said, I have those pockets I just did. A lot of my 365 cards are in here. To bigger pockets, tags, some of those guest checks I made, etc. So I showed you that I had all those huge boxes. Now they did not all fit into this one. I do still have room for things to grow in here in spaces. But I did put stuff in some other space, so I'm going to show you that. So here I have a small box, and it is my tiny tags. I'm pretty sure all these are completed. There's just, they were tinier, and I didn't necessarily want to put them in the big box. And then the final one, I'm going to come over here, is I had the shoe box that was full, and I have included in here some of the bigger ones that wouldn't fit into this box. And then I have, these are the clear containers that I use. Now they used to sit next to me over there, but I have put them in there. I'm not sure if that's where they're going to stay, but I was able to put everything into that box that I used to have it in there. So, try not to make you too dizzy. Go back to line my soldiers lined up. So my thought is, since I have my Glowforce machine, that I'm thinking maybe I can make myself another one of these. But instead of having 3 across, I would just put 1 divider and have it 2 across. The openings for these are 3 7/8. So unfortunately, if I like to do a lot of the 4-inch, what do you call it? Like tags and things, they were a little too wide. For the blanks, I did cut them down a little bit. 3 7/8 and 4 inches is not a huge difference, so I just got to keep that in mind further on. But there's a lot of things in even the pockets that I made. These pockets right here, half of them had to go into the other, half of them had to go into that box because they were too big. So I could have cut them down, but I just left them like they are. So I figured if I do this in half, since this is about 12 inches across, it'll leave about a 5.5 inch opening. I might have to shrink it down a little bit, but so I'm thinking about kind of creating my own. We'll see how that goes, and have a second set. But I do love how it goes. Let's see if I can pull it sideways here. So I do like how it is like stadium seating and goes up. So, all right, so now that you've seen how beautiful it looks, I'm going to share a couple of the issues that I have. So when I was making it, the bottom dividers, the dividers that go through here into the bottom, one of those little leg things snapped right off. So it was kind of fidgety to put together. It would have been better if I had 2 hands to put it together, or 2 people, 4 hands to put it together. But it was just me. I did obviously finally get it together. These O-rings that came with it, I would put them on, and a couple of them like flew across the room. 2 of them snapped on me, so I don't have all the spaces covered in O-rings. And as I was just shifting this, I ended up pulling on this, and I snapped the one off the front here. So I'm going to have to try to put that back on, and I actually might have snapped the other one. But they're not the easiest to get on. There we go. What I did do is, since I did snap that one in the base, I did end up putting some of the wood glue in there. I use it when I make my wood stuff. I used Gorilla wood glue, and I put it around all of the tabs that are sticking out to hopefully hold them in place a little bit better. So, and I think I said in my introduction when I showed it flat that it seems pretty sturdy, but if I wanted to crack it, I could. Well, I definitely could crack it. Luckily, it didn't crack the whole piece and just the little tab, and I was able to work around it, and it's sturdy enough to do, but you have to be careful. But for what it is, once I move it into its final place, and I don't have to move it again, I think it's going to be beautiful. I really just got to make sure I'm not moving it with one hand, that if I'm pushing or pulling it, I'm using 2 hands to keep it together. But yeah, I think I really like it. So the 2 pieces that I had, this one and this one, I did get both on Amazon. I will link it below if I can track them down again, which I should be able to. And I originally did find them on Temu for a slightly cheaper price. The one that I found on Temu for this piece was, instead of 36 slots, which I have, I think it was 24 for $12, and I found this one for 16. And then they had something very similar, if not the exact same, this for just a couple bucks cheaper on Temu. But again, like I said, I had my gift card for $30, so these 2 pieces for me were $40. So in reality, it only cost me $10, and probably in Temu it would cost probably $28 to $30. So you can find them in both places, but I definitely got them faster going through Amazon, obviously, than waiting for the 10 days for that. So my final thoughts are, I think this is a great thing to hold tags and stuff like that if you have a bunch of them. Like I said, I love how the soldiers are all lined up, but just be leery on trying to put them together because it is breakable. And this one, like I said, drawers are not too easy to pull out. Nice little thing to have on the desk to put some really weird odds and ends, though. Not this. I cut that with my machine. Yeah, some odds and ends in there. But yeah, so again, just think outside the box and see what you can make. Or see what you can use instead of that for organizers. And that's going to be it. So, all right, well, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I finally purchased with my Amazon gift cards. And that's all I need. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.